Hi, if you're in the market for buying a house, you're naturally going to be looking for things like curb appeal, the look and feel of the house, the layout, etc. But it's also important to make sure that you are making a safe, sound, smart investment in the home. And there's a number of things that we can focus on to ensure that you are buying a either move-in ready versus a money pit of a purchase. This is Christine Atkinson with Columbine Mortgage, and this is your September Timely Topic. So when we're looking at these things and trying to decide if it really is a good investment, there's a number of things to highlight. First thing is the inspection and appraisal. So these are two things that happen on most all purchases. The home inspection is actually optional for the loan. It is always highly recommended because this is the inspection that's for you, that's going to go in and determine if the key functions of the house are working. So the sewer, the HVAC, electrical, if there's radon, those sort of things that you really kind of want to understand and make sure there aren't any big ticket items that need fixing there. The appraisal, ironically, is not for you. It is for the lender to determine the market value of the home and ensure that you're not overpaying for the home, or if you are, that is a personal choice. You have your own reasons for doing that, which might be true. So really two different things there. The next thing to understand is that you can buy a house either as is or subject to. What these terms mean, as is typically means you're not going to ask for any repairs on the home outside of some safety issues. So it does have to have some working, sewer, electrical, that sort of thing. But you're not going to ask for repairs on cabinetry or other carpet or those kind of things, which really aren't safety issues. The subject to would say, hey, we're really going to negotiate all of these different things to make sure that it is a home that I want and that the seller is potentially making some of these repairs. The next area that has really kind of risen in more concern lately is homeowners insurance. So in the past, it wasn't such a big deal. You're comparing, you get to pick your insurance carrier, you're just really looking at rates. But lately, there's been a number of issues with homeowners insurance. One item in particular is roof age. So if you're buying an older home with an older roof, it's possible some insurance carriers are going to want to just do the actual cash value of the roof coverage or a certain percentage. Unfortunately, that's not allowed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. So you do need to shop around. Typically, we can find one that will cover it, but that's into consideration. The next is location. So you could be in an area that might be prone to fires. The mountains are a prime example. And you'll want to really kind of do this homeowners insurance research early and get it approved by the lender to make sure there's no last minute surprises there. The last thing is just focusing on what lenders do care about. So as I kind of mentioned, they're going to care that the home is livable. So you have the necessary working appliances, that you have running water, you have electricity, and all of those things are functional for the house. Carbon monoxide, fire detectors, handrails on staircases. These are the sort of things that'll be called out in that appraisal and need to be fixed prior to close. What they don't care about is if you have AC, if the layout's okay, if the kitchen's up to date, the bathrooms. That's all on you to decide if it's a sort of home that you want to take on. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm always willing to help and give you sort of insight on what matters and what doesn't. Just reach out. I'd be happy to help. Thank you.